And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Alison welcomes a guest. He's a comedian, author, and writer on the show Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It's Josh Gondelman. Tone Zone is here to let us know which side he's decided to take in the fight between woke Superman and Nazi Elmo. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the love bus and say hello to your new best friend, Alison Rosen.
Alison Rosen. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison Rosen. Alison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little microwaved marshmallows. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate, which I'm going to say is disappointing because they blow up in the microwave and then they just shrink back down. No offense to the person who sent them in. Was sent in on Patreon.
Patreon.
By Liz Crow. Yes, I'm on Patreon. So much fun stuff over there. There's episodes of The Friend Zone. That's my Patreon podcast. There's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. And I sent out a daily text update. And wow, is it gossipy and juicy and should be redacted. That's how hot it is. Thank you for the giggle, Tony. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen.
Patreon.
Sign up for an annual subscription and get 2 months free.
That's a good deal.
I'm on Substack.
Substack.
Guys, I'd fallen off a little bit, but I'm back and I'm Substacking furiously. AlisonRosen.substack.com. Okay. This is a special episode. Not only is it the second one we've done today with a break in the middle, which is something unheralded, unprecedented for us, but also Josh Gondelman, who does not live here, is here in studio. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you to the adoring fans.
They are rabid. They're going nuts for
They
you.
came here early.
Speaking of rabid fans.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. We've already got...
Oh, hold on. You know what? I promised him something, and I really should go
Set it
deliver
up.
on what
Okay.
I promised. I will be back.
Does he want to just pop in and say
No,
hi?
he wants.
He wants Universal
me-
Sandbox or whatever.
Yes.
For the
yes, yes.
listener, Owen is peeking through the window.
So,
This is my 6-year-old.
pardon me. I forgot. I will be back in
Okay.
a few minutes.
We'll wait for you.
Well, you can go on.
What I mean is we won't uproot the show and move to a different studio.
Yeah, we
we'll
won't
be
kick
here.
him out.
Yeah.
Kick out Daniel, bring in another co-host guest.
Yeah. So we had a situation, Josh.
Oh, no.
Where, and I haven't even fully said hello to everyone, but I'll tell you the situation.
Please.
One of the perils of recording at home,
Yeah.
if you have children, is that your children realize you're recording at home.
Mm-hmm.
And so Owen, who is a burgeoning YouTuber, he has a private channel. He has 2 subscribers and he's constantly thinking of video ideas.
Wait, are the two you and Daniel?
It's me and Diane.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
When we were in Hawaii, we were talking about getting tropical fruits so that we could do snack chat.
Yeah.
Because I recorded my show there. And then Owen said that he could film himself eating them and make a fire video. So he also yesterday, I mentioned we went to Disneyland. There were a lot of birds. And he said that there's so many birds that he can't unsee them. He's been using and he's like, Mommy, want to see something you can't unsee? He's got the lingo down. It was just like a picture.
That's very funny.
Yeah. But anyway, Owen decided he wanted to be the new regular guest on the show.
Okay.
Which is, he's got a long way to go guest wise, you know. He brings a certain, he's not polished, you know, in a way that's good, but also
He's got
bad.
that raw,
Yes, he's got
unvarnished
Exactly.
charisma.
He definitely has some deer in the headlights situation
Yes.
going on. Yeah.
So we started a thing where it was like, Owen, you can come in for the last 4 minutes.
Ooh.
And it was just like podcast death.
Okay.
And I'm his mother.
Mhm.
I love him, you know, but still. And I was like, what am I going to do?
Well, it was funny from getting the build up from you before I got here, and then getting here, and he's like, "When can I go? When am I going to do it? When like just
When do
all
I get
about
on?
it."
Yeah.
And then the moment finally came, and then he sat down in that chair and just
froze.
Clammed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he froze.
He's getting there.
But so I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? Because obviously saying no to my 6-year-old is not an option.
Mhm.
And yet I don't want to put the listeners through this.
So
And
you're asking me to fire your son from the podcast.
Yeah. Well, no, thankfully, once he put it together that it's only audio, it's not video, he doesn't have an interest anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but I do have to loop him in if it's video.
Okay.
Which is funny because when I got here earlier today, he was like, "What kind of show is this?"
Yeah.
And you did say, "We're like, it's just audio," and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Okay. Yeah.
This isn't my purview.
Exactly. Although, with the forever plan to finally get this show up and running on video, I hadn't considered the Owen factor. He'll be in college by then. Yeah. So anyway,
Hello.
Josh, you're here. You have a new special.
I do.
And the special will be released as an album only on... Oh, wait, has it already...
It's out as a special.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube right now on Blonde Medicine, which is the record label I work with. It's on their YouTube channel. It's called Positive Reinforcement. And then there's an audio version of it coming out July 11th that has like a little bonus stuff.
Oh, what kind of bonus stuff?
Just a few jokes that like fit better on the audio than they did on the video.
Right.
And yeah. So it's, Owen wouldn't be interested in the
No.
album version.
We were talking... I was sharing the conundrum I found myself in of having a son who insisted on being on the episode, but he's not great on the show. He has a ways to come.
Well, I was thinking we could do like, we could be recording in quotes, and then because he doesn't know, he doesn't like listen to the show. He's not going to
Clearly,
find out.
He is our boss because
Oh, there's
like
no
I said,
not doing what he
Yeah.
wants to
That's
do.
Alison said the same thing.
I'm like, obviously saying no to him is not an option. So,
Yeah.
so I explained that now that he knows that it's just audio, he's less interested. So anyway,
I tried. I told him he should have a segment.
yeah.
And then
we tried to produce him.
I mean, I was like, if you come on, you can have a segment. He's like really into space.
And
Oh,
science.
that's fun.
And so I was like, you could have space news, and he could come on and do space news, and he just wants to shoot the shit.
That's so funny. Yeah, he's a raw talent. You can't
can't
rein him
harness
in.
it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
You
honey,
just got to ride the lightning.
what about that new dwarf planet? He's like,
Yes,
that's
that
boring.
week I was like, they just discovered a brand new dwarf planet, and that new dwarf planet might mean that there is no Planet 9 after all. And he was just like, no, I just want to talk, even though he's fascinated by
But
it.
he also, what he also wants is he just wants to hang out while we do the show.
Yeah, he just wants to be part of the fun.
He just wants to be at
That's
that
nice.
level. Yeah, it is. You're right. It is sweet. So anyway, I was getting at what brings you to town.
Yes. So I'm here. My wife also has a book out that came out last week, and she has tonight, the night of our recording, she has an event at Skylight Books with our friend Jamie
Oh, I
Loftus,
love that
who's
place.
wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
such a
cool.
great bookstore. So I came out, and I figured I'd come out and you
You're
graciously had
riding
me.
her coattails.
I really am. Always have been, always will. Can't stop, won't stop. Her book is so good. I'd read like 60% of it before it was published, and then I knew that I was in the last few essays in like a lovely way, but I was like, oh, it really makes me squirm to like have media about me that I'm like not in control of. And I try not to read what other people, like reviews and stuff. But I was like, I do want to read this whole book because she's such a great writer, and I wanted to. I interviewed her in Boston last week, so we organized a little trip out here. So we have the weekend together just to do like fun stuff, and then we're doing a bunch of work stuff during the week. I'm doing some podcasts and maybe a show. She's doing her event tonight, and then she's going on like tour and I'm staying in town,
Oh.
which is nice. Yeah, she's going San Francisco and then like out towards Sonoma and then Minneapolis and then DC, and that's the rest of her this week.
And what's her book?
It's called I Want to Burn This Place Down.
Oh, I've seen.
Yeah, it's beautiful, incredible cover too, and it's the title is the quote from the end of Mad Men with Peggy and
Oh.
Joan, and it's about the stuff that she kind of grew up being told was the important kind of foundational material of society, and how she grew up to have like a bigger, more expansive, even more compassionate imagination for like what's possible to do for each other as people. And,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Well, now I need to read it, and we all need to watch your special.
Thank you. It is. I'm like really delighted that it's out in the world. It was like a couple of years of touring, and then let me see if that's right. It was like 3 years of touring, but 2 really pretty heavy. And then it took a year from the time we recorded to get it out into the world. And so I'm really delighted. There were a couple things like I wasn't too keen to record during the strikes. And then my friend Chris, who directed, Chris Warner, who's a genius, I met him when we were both working at Last Week Tonight, and he's at SNL now. So we waited for his season to be over last year. And it was when the Blonde Medicine folks could come out and record. And so it was like waiting for everything to line up. And I'm so excited it's out in the world. We did the Bell House in Brooklyn, and like people have said that it's kind of unrecognizable, which is kind of nice.
What does that mean?
Like a lot of people shoot stuff there, and
I thought you meant the comedy was.
No, yeah. People are like, I don't even know you anymore. Yeah, people have found me.
Is this comedy?
They're like, is it
so like
unrecognizable as comedy? I'm unrecognizable myself. A lot of prosthetics.
Yeah,
big fake ears.
Yeah.
I would never know this was Josh Gondelman.
Yeah, big fake ears, big fake abs. They're like, is this Channing Tatum? Yeah. So I'm like really excited that it's out, and people have been so lovely about it. It like really means a lot. You know, it's not because it's on YouTube and not a bigger streamer. The press push is kind of like, who will talk to me. So I like really appreciate you having me here, because it didn't get the kind of like, you know, the Netflix, Hulu.
Right.
It's like all word of mouth and independent. So like every
Where's
person.
your variety cover?
That's
fresh faces of comedy.
That's right. Well, they when they start doing old faces, that's when I'm gonna they'll have me on the cover. Yeah.
Yeah. 40 over 40. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hi.
It's the intro that I did.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello,
It's true.
welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, I'm also here, and I didn't know this was a group show, so I didn't have a drop prepared. So you're welcome.
I just love hearing them all at once. Let's do it one more time.
Oh,
You just got no issues with it. Hey, no.
Jackie really cuts through, and then Jordan at the end.
yeah, Jordan at the end was what I noticed.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna admit this. We recorded earlier today, as we said. I had to run a couple errands. I was like, I could go home, but also I have a few things to do. And then I went and also got some lunch and
Fell asleep in your car.
No, the opposite. Had a couple margaritas at lunch.
Oh,
Okay.
Feeling it a little bit. Just gonna
Okay.
say, yeah.
Drunk Tony in the house.
No, I wouldn't go so far as to
Tipsy
say
Tony.
drunk,
Loose,
but
loose
yeah.
Tony.
Yeah,
It's interesting. So you know how sometimes you just don't know what someone's going to be like when they're a couple margs in.
Yeah.
You're subdued. You're a subdued.
I mean,
not
I
drunk
didn't.
guy.
I didn't want to say it, but
Is that the feedback you get? Like, oh, Tony, he's subdued.
no. I think I just get more. I think I just get more talkative. But you know,
really?
but this
Chattier?
isn't. Yeah, but this, you know, I'm not here to
What Al-
talk. I'm here to do other things.
What Alison
so-
wanted to hear is, I have a few drinks and I just start doing more drops.
You just got
Also known as
oh my God!
Perfect. That was so perfect.
Even when
That
he's
Virtuoso.
That bothered me.
Yeah.
it was so good. That bothered me. It was so good.
That's a common expression that bothered me. It was so good.
That's what they mean. I
People
feel it
often say that.
viscerally.
People often mean that.
Exactly.
tired of hearing it.
All
Tired
right.
of hearing it.
So yes, we recorded earlier, and
Yes.
then we had a break in the middle, so Tony could get drunk, and so I could go to therapy. It wasn't so that happened, but I mean that's just how it worked
Same.
out.
You were like that.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
That first recording made Tony need to drink.
Yeah,
And you need to
exactly.
start therapy.
I went to therapy, and now we're back. It's weird. I don't know how it is for you guys, but I don't normally like do therapy in the middle of an otherwise productive day, which shows what luxury that I can have a whole day of not being super productive. No, I just mean I don't normally like wedge it up next to recording. My therapist is like, "Oh, you're wearing makeup." It's nice. Like she's literally never, maybe once. I think once.
You're dressed
early
in
on.
clothes. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm in costume. I think once early on, I was recording right after therapy, so I had makeup on then. But other than that, she's not seen it.
How does it feel?
It
Not to
feels-
sound too therapy.
Yeah, no, honestly, it feels fine. I feel like right now I have so much stuff to talk about that I feel like. Do you go to therapy?
I don't.
Okay, have you ever?
No, I should, but I'm too.
That's what they say about you.
They do say that. Yeah, I would believe it. That's one of my things I should talk about in therapy is my extreme paranoia. But I think I'm too from Boston to start. And not that that's an excuse, but it is a reason.
Oh, like because you're afraid you're a pussy.
Yeah. I'm just like, well, that's for cowards.
Right.
And so
exactly.
you do not read as a Boston guy.
No.
I knew you were.
Yeah,
but
it is not my personality, but it's hardwired in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that house doesn't look pre-war, but the wiring is bad.
Interesting. But when you're in Boston, do you become more Boston-y?
Oh, that's a good question. It's I think a little bit when I'm with old friends, you know what I mean, where you
But
just
like-
get a little more boisterous and like a little louder. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It definitely comes out, like sports bring it out, and traffic. Those are the big ones where I feel like that kind of Massachusetts, like, what the fuck, dude, coming out. And but otherwise I feel like I'm pretty subdued, or pretty, just like genial and chatty.
Yeah, that is not the stereotype I feel for Boston.
No, people think I'm Canadian,
right?
Who don't
You're
know
like
where I'm
too
from.
friendly.
Even,
Yeah.
What about people in Boston? Do they also think you're Canadian?
It usually people that I'm encountering in Boston, I think, and know that I'm from there. But, people that come to shows or whatever, and like obviously friends and family. So there's not like a dissonance there, because it's just like I grew up there, and like my parents are Sweeties, and like my sister is an
You
extremely.
come from a long line of Sweeties?
I do. I come from a long line of Sweeties. My sister is an extreme sweetie. She's a physical therapist for little kids. And
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
Classic
a truly good
sweetie.
person. Yeah. But it is very funny because people never, unless they know, because I'm like a big Celtics fan, and I do a big Dunkin' Donuts partisan. And so unless you know like a couple key facts about me, people don't usually guess where I'm from.
Right. So you wouldn't know then because you don't avail yourself of therapy. But I feel like some sessions, it's really like you got to slow down and like, where are you and how are you feeling? And it's been a long time since I've had
You have a lot.
one of those sessions. I feel like lately it's all just like, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then we did this, and then this happened, and then
Do you worry that you end up not giving the therapist time to react? Like
like I
you're just catching her up, and then it's time to go. Like it's been the whole time getting her up to speed.
I mean, because I've been away, and then she missed a week, so I should have sent her talking points ahead of time.
Is that something you do?
No,
Okay. I didn't know.
no, that'd be cool if you did,
Yeah.
but no. I have had that. Was your question legitimate, or were you joking?
No, it's legit.
Yeah, I've had that fear in the past. Lately with this therapist, no, I haven't felt that way. But anyway, all of this is to say, I think normally in the course of a day where I'm recording, it might be hard for me to slow down and like figure out where I am and, feel my feelings and stuff. But right now, it's also just like catching her, like talking about what's right on the surface, that it didn't matter that I was wearing mascara and such.
The mascara puts up that barrier.
Yeah, it does. It tells my eyes, which are the
mascara.
window to the soul, exactly, that I'm in work mode.
That's right.
Or I'm like, I've put on a face to meet the faces versus just the naked lash
Yep.
says I'm here to process.
The Naked Lash. That
Naked
would be a
Lash.
beautiful book by or about a therapist.
Oh, I see it as like being by Lady Gaga or something.
Oh yeah, Lady
She could
Gaga
also
could for
do
sure do
it.
The Naked Lash.
Yes.
It would be like an a cappella album, but not like an a cappella group, like just her singing.
Yes, exactly. Not, what's that movie? Pitch Perfect, which I've actually never seen.
I've seen. It's fun.
You know what else I've never seen?
Imagine if I guessed.
I know. I like how earnestly you answered, though. We're going to go around and everyone take a guess.
Okay.
Star Wars.
Is this related to singing?
Nope.
No, it's just
It's just related to things I haven't seen.
Okay.
So Daniel guesses Star Wars. I'm going to tell you that's wrong, but because
But it's as though you haven't seen
it's
it.
as though I haven't seen it. But I don't know, at some point in my life, it was when Blockbuster was still in business, because I went there and I rented the trilogy, and I'm like, enough of not having seen these.
Sure.
But I was very late to them.
I just
Great
saw.
guess.
I've only seen the first and the last Avengers movie, and the first one I saw in theaters, and the last one I saw recently, in part because I was like, I guess I should just know
It's
what an
time.
Infinity Stone is
Yeah.
if I'm going to like keep talking to people out in the world.
Totally.
Yeah. How many Avengers are in between the ones that you saw?
There's either 2 or 3,
Okay.
There's at least
Avengers.
several.
and then there's all the other ones that are like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm like, I've seen one of the Black Panther movies, but what were you going to say?
Oh,
Sorry.
no. I'd let you finish.
I was just going to say, like, I'm not a completist, but I was like, I should know. Like, I'm not a snob about it. I'm like, it is enough of a giant cultural thing that it behooves me to know what it is because I'm going to be alive in the world. And I'm not just like in a book club for people who only read encyclopedias.
That's why I saw Star Wars, and then also why I finally was like, I'm also going to watch the Godfather trilogy.
That was my
That
guess
was gonna be
be
my
Godfather.
guess, too.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Okay,
Just gave
I
it
got
away.
another. I'm
Okay.
another guess.
Okay.
My guess is Jaws.
Well, now I'm in a pickle. I find myself in a pickle
Okay.
because I haven't seen Jaws.
But it wasn't the one you were
But
thinking
that wasn't
of.
the one I was
Okay.
thinking of. But I
Okay.
feel like you get partial credit.
To be fair, you could name almost any movie from the 80s or 90s, and the answer will be no, she has not seen
Okay.
There's more chance, and also from the 2000s and the 2010s.
it. Yes,
Yes.
true.
Well, if that's the case, I mean,
But
it
so you're-
seems like an obvious thing, but I'll go Avatar.
Correct, but that's not what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're fine.
What were you thinking of?
I bet I know. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What a connection!
I haven't seen. Well,
We had talked about it yesterday.
Got it.
because Elliot and I went on the Indiana Jones ride.
Got it.
And throughout the entire line, he was worried it was going to be too scary, and I kept saying it's not going to be scary. I don't think it's scary.
But then again, I have
Oh, that
no
was
idea
his first
because
time on it.
Yes.
Okay, because earlier today he told me that was his
He
favorite
loved
ride.
it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I was surprised.
But then as we got closer, I remembered that he hated Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And I was like, in my mind, they're kind of similar in that, like, it's this, like, things are coming at you.
Yeah.
But then later, because he liked Indiana Jones so much, we went on Mr. Toad's Wild
Oh,
Ride,
did
and
he
he
reassess?
loved
Oh,
he
yeah.
loved that one too. But I was saying I don't think it's scary. Have you been on it?
No.
Have you been to Disneyland?
No, I've only been to Disney World.
Oh, I mean they're very similar. But anyway,
How's your neck doing?
my neck's okay. My lower
Yeah, 'cause
back
that-
has been better.
I love Indiana Jones in general, but that ride destroys your neck.
It's
as an adult.
pretty, yeah.
it's jerky.
Yeah.
And then also on Thunder Mountain, Elliot kept being like, "Wait, mommy, look at me, look at me," and he's like, "I'm gonna make a serious face," and he just go, "Oh, this is audio," but he'd be like. He'd make a really serious face, but then I'd like put my head back to normal position, and he'd be like, "No, mommy, look at me." So I was like, "This will be how your mother dies." Me craning my neck 90 degrees. 90? Is that 90?
I think it's 90.
I think it's 90.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
90 degrees to the left, and then like some giant drop that I'm too old for that. But so anyway, I was saying to him, I don't think it's scary, and then he's like, "What is it about?" And I was like, "I don't really know." And then that prompted this conversation. So yeah, I've never seen any of the Indiana
I also
Jones.
haven't.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
but
seen
you've
a
seen
lot of-
Raiders?
No,
Oh, wait, why did you sounded so surprised?
I am surprised. I mean,
Oh, that
but
there's
I
another
think
one
that
of you out
yes,
there.
I feel like if I said it, you would be right to be surprised as well.
Okay. I don't know if I would or not. It depends who I'm playing to.
Do you want me to try?
Yeah.
I've never seen any of the Indiana Jones movies.
Oh my God, me neither.
Okay, there we see.
See? Yeah.
I think that was a very authentic reaction.
Yeah. Big. So should we see them?
I think so.
I think people feel
I think
like
you
we
should.
I feel like
They're fun.
I will even say, like, I saw them late, at least for like, because I'm kind of like prime
yeah.
age target
Mm-hmm.
for those movies. I didn't see them until a little bit late. Like I was in high school when I watched them the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and because I don't know, for some reason, even though I grew up loving Star Wars and Harrison Ford and all that, I just didn't think I cared. And then I actually watched them in high school. I was like, oh, these are super fun.
All
Like,
right.
I should do it.
I'll do it.
especially the first one,
that's
especially
Raiders of
Raiders.
the Lost Ark.
Raiders
My-
is pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm like a Gen X snob in that, like, I loved Raiders. Then it's just like a steady drop off.
Yeah,
for
Temple
me.
of Doom is it's a little weird. I
that
would
one-
highly recommend Raiders, but Temple of
Temple
Doom,
of
not so
Doom
much.
is weird, but has some crazy things that are sort of fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like the third one, but I was just like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And you're saying, what about Crystal Skull? Were you on Crystal Skull?
Oh my god,
What is
that
Crystal
movie was
Skull?
so.
That was the one that came out in
awful.
like 2008,
With
I think,
Shia
way
LaBeouf.
later. I
Is
don't.
it a
I don't hate it
Indiana
as much
Jones?
as most people do.
It is Indiana
Well, I
Jones.
do wonder.
It's like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Legend of the Crystal Skull.
Yes, Kingdom. Yes.
Yeah,
Which it's
I
obviously
must not have
sponsored
been
by
around that year.
sponsored by Dan Aykroyd's novelty vodka line or vanity vodka line.
Dan Aykroyd. Did you know that Ghostbusters is based on a true story?
He's
Wait,
like
what?
really obsessed with
Well,
ghosts.
it's sort of
right?
his father was a medium or something. His father was involved in supernatural ghost stuff. I don't know. That's as much as I know.
I didn't know they had that.
And
canon.
so it was based on like his dad. No, some
I
experience.
did not know. I have seen that movie, but I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2.
I saw Ghostbusters 2 first
Oh.
because I was young enough that I was too small when Ghostbusters came up, but I was just my dad took me to see Ghostbusters 2 in theaters, and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh,
I was
really?
like 4 years old, and I was like, oh no. Because I think it came out in '89 maybe.
Yeah.
And it was
I
like
think so. Yeah.
just too much to see that big. I bet I would have been fine TV sized.
E.T. You probably didn't. Did you miss
Terrifying.
E.T.?
I've seen it. I saw it after the fact.
Did that scare you too?
No.
Okay. Well, it scared the shit out of me.
I
and
think
really
just when he is
dying.
sick and white,
And the government
Like,
comes for him
yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
like that's the only part that freaked me out.
Yeah.
It's hard to know exactly what. Just the whole experience freaked me out.
Yeah.
But my memory is of like a field, so that's the very beginning. I was scared from the beginning to the end. It
You
is
just
a
didn't
lot.
like the open space. It was like an agoraphobia thing.
Exact, and just a fear of aliens too. I guess I don't know. He meant no harm. He was good.
No, he was chill.
But
E.T. was a cool guy.
he had great energy. You know what? I had a deep thought last night, but like a dumb person's deep thought.
That's the only kind I've ever had. I don't even know if I have a deep thought for a dumb person.
Okay, so Owen, our son who loves space,
Mhm.
was watching a video about black holes or something, and I said that, Owen, isn't it true that every star you see is actually now a black hole isn't that true? Because of
Every
the speed
star
of light?
is a black hole.
Isn't
Oh,
that
you mean
true?
this? You mean because of the? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Is that true though?
No,
How not?
Oh, no.
not every star becomes a black hole in its final.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they could become all like quasars or neutron stars or pulsars, magnetars.
You could be making these words up, and I would not know the difference.
Yeah, it has to be of a
What's a
particular
magnetar?
mass.
I saw Magnetar play a lot. That lead guitars can shred.
Yeah, they sound.
I'm
like
not
that.
sure scientifically
stuff.
what the properties
Okay.
of
Well,
that.
then I was filling Owen's head with star propaganda. Okay, but what you see is like that's not what it looks like
Yes,
anymore. That's
correct.
like
That
billions
is
of
true.
years ago.
It's
That is
so
true.
far away that we're seeing light that's out of date.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
And how people always say if you could travel faster than the speed of light, you could time travel. Have you heard this?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, really or no?
I mean, probably.
Well, you
think you
time
have.
travel. I mean,
Maybe
the faster you go, the relative change in time. Like, what do you mean? Time
Okay,
travel?
maybe
Like go
people
back
don't
in time.
always. Maybe people don't always say this. Maybe this is just something that my dad said,
Okay.
and I'm confusing the two.
That's he's people.
Well, he's a person.
Yeah.
Was. But what I had heard was the only way time travel would be possible is if you could travel faster than the speed of light. Okay, so here's my dumb person deep thought, but I realized you couldn't interact with that new world in any legitimate way because like what you're seeing if you travel that fast has already happened, right?
No, none of that is. I don't think that's how it would work.
I
And
don't get
think,
it.
Well,
I
first
don't
of all,
even get. I'll tell you what I don't get.
oh boy,
I don't even get the
Raiders
fact.
of the Lost Ark.
I don't get that. I don't get Avatar. Hoopla.
How much of it did you get from the ride? Were you like, it's like I've seen the movie?
I mean, at some point, a giant rock rolls toward them.
Okay.
I got that. That's about it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted. I was
Oh
just
no, that's
curious.
okay. It's more like how little I know about Mr. Toad.
It's a weird ride that they
is
sell.
There's a
real
lawyer,
fucking
there's hell.
Yeah,
What
you
is-
go to hell.
But it's also like not one of the classic movies or anything. I mean,
What even
Mr.
movie
Toad,
is it from? I don't even
Is
remember.
it Wind in the Willows?
Oh, yes. And then
Oh,
there's
is it
like
that Toad?
Mr.
I didn't know it was the same Toad.
Yeah.
think.
And
Yeah,
there's a
I really didn't
mole.
know.
And then there's like these headstones. I don't know if they're headstones or just like posters of the characters while you're in line, which I'd never noticed before. And it says, Mr. Rat tries to cure Toad of his motor mania. So is he like a reckless driver?
Nobody knows. They really should do a revamp of that property if they're going to
Starring-
keep the ride.
It's
Starring,
fascinating
like,
that,
Owen Wilson.
that the ride is such a household name and they haven't rebooted it into a movie. Like
Maybe
retrofitted
that's
a
how
movie.
like how much of a dud that product is. that property. I mean,
It's almost
that
like
they're you
Pirates
can't do
was
it.
before the movies, where it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, but
exists
it's-
only
it's-
as a ride.
It's kind of crazy though that even the ride is hanging on because it's like
It's just a
cardboard
Old.
cutouts,
Yes.
basically.
It's not
yeah.
even that great. I think it's just because they had the smart idea of making it hot when you go to hell, and then everyone's like, "I fucking love this ride."
Do they just have hot air blowing at you? Do you think? Because
No, I think that is wind from hell.
Yes, they piped
Yeah.
it in.
Oh my god, they built it on a hell mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
why they thought of it.
They actually started from what can we put on this hellmouth? And then they were like, Mr. Toad, that sick son of a
That
bitch.
makes
yeah.
sense. Well, it's interesting.
He's definitely going there when he dies. He's done bad things.
because it's definitely hot, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I gotta take my clothes off. Like I need a sip of water hot. They do
Oh,
it.
you
and it
didn't
just-
have the "I need to take my clothes off" vibe when writing
No,
because
have
I
you?
usually
Okay,
do.
well
yeah.
then I guess I just run cold.
It's timed so that you don't have enough time to get. your
Yeah,
clothes
well, it's
off.
just interesting the way they figured out exactly what temperature you'll register that it's hot, but not uncomfortably so. Anyway, back to the star.
Sure.
I don't understand how I can be seeing something
Mm-hmm.
from 2 billion years ago. Is that what it is?
That's it. 2 billion.
Even or a million, even whatever it is.
Uh huh.
Well, I guess it makes sense with the star because the star is light is coming out of a star, right?
Sure.
But like, I can't even articulate what I don't
This is some
understand.
deep thoughts. Tell me what it is. Yeah. What is the part that you're trying to figure out?
The idea that if you could travel faster than the speed of light, you
Well,
could
you
see
can't.
yourself as a baby, which is
Okay.
the whole
No, you wouldn't.
2001 thing.
That's not what that is.
Okay, what is that?
You've got a lot of things wrong. That's not what's happening at the end of 2001. He's not seeing himself as a baby.
He's seeing the beginning of man.
No,
What is
he's
he
not.
seeing?
That's not happening either.
Okay, what's he seeing then? I have seen this movie, but I'm now confusing
Oh,
it.
I've never understood the end of that.
The ending is not really meant to be understood so much literally. I think this is my interpretation. He travels. He goes to this like place where these aliens are basically watching him. So he's in and it's beyond space and time, I think. So that's why you
This
have
is
that
the
jumps in
weird,
time.
like Baroque room.
Yeah, but it's like kind of
Where
like
he's old.
it's as though like it's like a zoo. Like if you were to create a habitat, it's based on what the aliens which these aliens have transcended the third dimension really. They're like they exist in some sort of like fourth dimensional space maybe. And so they've created this space based on what they think humans would like. So it's kind of like sort of familiar but sort of weird. And then he has some sort of transcendent thing happen to him where he is now like he is like a newborn. He is like an embryo seeing humanity through these new eyes. I think that's what it's meant to convey. I could be wrong. It's not ever spelled out, but it's not time travel.
Okay. What I was saying, even though I saw the movie, what I was saying, that was, and I'm remembering now, that was like, I think what my dad had told me about the movie based on, he and I used to have this conversation about time travel and speed of light, and I never understood it then.
Or are you having it right now?
I mean, if I could,
How
if I
fast
could
are we
run
moving?
so
Yeah.
fast.
Okay.
Well, what I always understood was if you could travel faster than the speed of light, then you could see yourself being born. And my whole thing is like, how am I getting in the hospital room to see it?
I think that feels like a miss. I feel like there's
I'm
some steps-
literalizing
not you.
something.
I feel like what you heard.
Yeah.
there are some holes in
Yes, that's what I'm realizing now.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
what an idiot he was.
No. I just
What a
like
dumb
because
fuck.
it's different. Because I think you're right. Because in that, when you see a star from far away, you're seeing the light of that star from years and years ago, and it takes all that time to get here. But like, that's not what I don't in our conception of space and time. That's not what being a baby to being an adult is. You know what I mean? Like, there's not
Right.
you were never far enough in a straight line away from yourself. Like if you were a baby on a
Exactly.
star
Yeah,
a
yes.
million years ago, you
Yes.
could see yourself as a baby.
But only
there.
Right. But if the star wasn't its own light source, you wouldn't see it because it has to be illuminated for it to reach us, right? That's what I'm
So-
stuck on.
Okay.
The lack of a ring light.
I mean, first of all, I think that the speed of light is a speed limit. Like, I don't know that it's
Actually,
when you hit the speed of light, your mass becomes infinite. Like you become like everything collapses into one. Time ceases to exist. So if you're moving at the speed of light, there is no time anymore. It's so there's a lot of things that stop you from being able to go faster. I think like
I get
maybe
this is all theoretical.
maybe like if you were to somehow like travel the speed of light and get to a location, turn around, and then look back at the Earth and then travel forward towards Earth again, you would be able to see back in time that way, maybe, because when you
With
are
a
moving,
telescope? This is the issue, though.
Because
This is the
we're
issue
talking
for
about
me.
outrunning the light.
I
that
love
is
how it
being
just has to be
reflected.
speed. Well, but how? Do you have a telescope, or is this some sort of
But
like?
this
I'll tell you
giant-
what, this whole project sounds like a real hassle.
This is, yeah, I know. You're going this way. What if you take a wrong turn? No,
That's
but,
right.
but the
You're not worried about
specifics-
how you're traveling the speed of light. You're worried about the actual device with
Imagine
which you're
if
looking
you
at.
travel all that distance and then you're like, fuck, I forgot
my
the way to.
telescope.
The
Sure.
whole
I mean, that
point
would be
was
a
that I wanted
problem.
to see the dinosaurs.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah. There's as you're pointing out, there's a lot of limitations. Anyway, those are my
It
deep
gets
thoughts.
real mind bendy when you start talking about that stuff. But you can't like meet yourself.
Yeah.
We got to get Christopher Nolan on the horn.
I know.
Yes.
Right?
So, Josh Gondelman, how
Yes.
has your what have you done here so far, and how is this experience stacking up with the others?
This is wonderful. I'm always so happy to see you and
Thank
to
you.
podcast
Thank you.
with
Thank
the
you.
whole squad. We had a really nice time. My wife and I had never been to Musso and Frank's, which you heard was kind
Oh,
of like
yeah.
an LA fixture.
Yeah.
And so we did that last night, and that was really fun. And we're like, I like a steakhousey ambiance.
Mhm,
It
me too.
is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's very much that.
it was. And we were like very delighted by that. That was like a real nice time. And it was like a thing that we occasionally will do home in New York too. But
What's your New York steakhouse of choice?
So the place there, we live not too far from this place, Gage and Tollner,
I've never even heard of it.
which is great. It's like a kind of a classic place that had closed for a while and then reopened, and it's very, very good. I've been to Keen's for some functions, which is another like classic New Yorkie one. It's so classic that its website tells you information. Have you ever?
Didn't someone get killed there?
I don't know. That's a good question. I wasn't there.
Can you look up Keen's? I might be thinking of Rayo's.
It might
but
be
I feel
Keen's,
like
though.
some famous person got shot at Keen's, but now I'm unclear.
And then Old Homestead is like, I don't know if it's as celebrated as like a place, but we just like kind of got in the habit of going there for occasions for a couple of years, and that was really fun. But like Gage and Tollner is the steak spot, and that's like our Brooklyn spot.
Remind me what neighborhood you're in?
We're in like Cobble Hill, Borum Hill,
Okay.
and so this is like downtown Brooklyn, so it's like 10 minutes on foot, and so we'll dress up and like go for birthday or whatever.
Nice. I used to
Yeah.
live in. I'm sure we talked about this
Yes.
a bunch of times. But I used
So,
to live
yeah,
in Carroll Gardens.
right there. Yeah. I love that quadrant of Brooklyn, kind of from
Yeah,
like
me too.
Park Slope west to the river
Mhm.
is like like Red Hook and all that too is like so cozy and nice. Yeah.
Did you find the death?
It looks like it was mob boss Paul Castellano.
Yes.
Yeah. In
Does it-
1976.
Does it say that Josh?
Or sorry,
Gondelman-
1985 is when he was murdered.
Josh Gondelman was the
Coincidence. Here I was
suspect.
born. Yeah.
Josh Gondelman's suspect. Ongoing investigation. It says.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'm just
That
telling you what I
is
read.
worrisome.
History will vindicate me. I didn't.
Your alibi is you were being born.
I was a baby. Yeah, I was. Officer. I couldn't have possibly been there. I was being born. There was a bunch of doctors there. My mom, for sure. I know she's a biased source, but
right. Of course she's gonna
I know. There's
whatever
documentation
you.
though.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we did a show earlier.
Yes.
Then I got my brain poked around in.
Yeah.
We went to Disneyland yesterday.
Mhm.
So we are wiped out.
Yeah.
Tony's, in the bag. So Josh, we're relying on you
All right.
to spruce it up.
What can I do for you? How
Well, I
can
have a question for
Yes,
you.
please.
This is like a personal crusade that I'm having.
Okay.
And who's a famous crusader who possibly
Indiana Jones.
see, and I just believe you because I don't know.
I mean, his the third movie is
The
the
Last
Last
Crusade.
Crusade. So
Okay. What's he on a crusade for?
the Holy Grail. I
What
believe.
does I've heard that term so many times. It pops up in movies.
the Holy Grail?
Yeah. What is the Holy Grail?
You never seen Monty Python?
I actually haven't. I mean, I've seen
Never
bits.
seen that
but
either?
No, I know. I don't see stuff.
Isn't it the cup from the Last Supper?
I
that-
believe so.
that
I know.
Jesus-
I got cocky there, and then I was like,
It's
oh,
definitely a
I think it's
We
the-
all
Okay,
know
so
it's
it's like a
cup.
chalice.
I think
Okay.
It's like a
the-
chalice.
But is the Grail the effort to get the cup?
No.
It's the actual cup.
the Grail is the cup.
I've literally never heard of a cup referred to as a Grail
But
in
that's-
any
People
other
don't use
setting.
Grails very often.
and
you
it's
don't?
it's become Grail has then
Oh,
since
because
become
of
the
that?
yes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know. That's like, to use a term that I don't even know if we can say or not, but Trump just said it recently.
So
Oh, boy.
it's clearly good then.
Seems
Well-
cool to say.
I didn't realize that the origin of Shylock
Oh, yeah.
was Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I knew it was in there, but I didn't realize that's where
Where
came
it started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, so I get it now. From now on, I will be referring to our beverage containers as grails.
I like that.
I'm bringing it
I'm
back.
like, hey, can you give me a grail of water while you're up in
Yeah,
the kitchen?
I love it. I'm gonna get my kids doing it.
I feel like
Okay.
wasn't there a trend of people having like cups that they would decorate with jewels and stuff
Oh,
for
yeah.
a while?
I feel like
So they
some
would have-
rappers did that.
yeah, that was like
Their
for their drizzink or whatever they call it.
Was it
Dessert?
Was it a
Dessert,
T-Pain
that's
thing?
it. What?
Was it a T-Pain? Or did he have that? There was some. Oh
Probably.
no, it was Lil Jon, I think.
I don't know.
I'll look it up later.
I'm
But-
too old and white to know any of that
But
shit.
it's yes, and I think that was Grail adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't call them grails though. Maybe chalices.
But Chalice is another good one.
yeah. So I am on a crusade.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm just wondering, are there crusaders throughout history who have embarked upon a crusade and then realized they're mistaken? And what does one do when they get there?
Oh, if you're mid crusade and you're like, oh boy, this is problematic,
Yeah, I mean, not problematic, but just like, oh,
misguided.
I think I'm wrong.
Okay.
Like, I think I'm
Wait,
wrong.
what's this crusade?
My crusade is, well,
the original crusade
the
could
original
have taken some
crusade
notes.
was take accountability is not a correct use of words. Like, you can take responsibility for
Oh,
something or you
interesting.
can be held accountable, but I don't think you can take accountability. That was my original,
Yeah.
because we're very far into, like, we're all the way through actually Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Do you watch this show?
Mm-hmm. I don't.
Do you know anything about it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because you're in culture and you exist.
I try to.
Mm-hmm.
So there's mom talk, and there was like the kind of open relationship that caused a lot of chaos. Yeah, I don't, but that's,
That's
as far
it.
as it
Yeah.
goes.
Mhm.
yeah.
These women use prepositions wrong. It is,
Oh,
That's just a
funny.
separate
I should
idea. They
make a list. It's like, I'm nervous of her and stuff
Oh,
like that.
interesting.
It's wild. It's crazy.
That's re-
Everything's,
Is that like Utah stuff?
I think so. I
'Cause
think
that-
it's very Utah.
I live in the place in America where they say waiting online
Yes.
versus waiting
yeah.
in line.
No, it's, it doesn't seem to be, it's regional in that it seems like most people from Utah on this show use prepositions
Got it.
incorrectly, but I don't think it's that they always use it a certain way. It
Interesting.
just seems very willy-nilly.
Okay.
Well, and then also they threw me through. Did they say through a loop instead of it threw
Yes.
threw
I
me
think
for a
it's-
loop?
Threw me through a loop. Or,
Yeah.
So funny.
It was, but they also say taking accountability all the time, like all the time. So at the beginning, again, my faulty crusade, I think might have been faulty. I was like, this is not correct. You don't take accountability. Now it just sounds correct to me. You don't take accountability. you take responsibility or you're held accountable. You can be accountable for something. I don't think you can take accountability. So that was my crusade. And then I did a light Googling, and it's been used in a lot of headlines, which also could be wrong. But
Sure.
What's your sense? Does it sound wrong to you?
I'm now just swimming in it with how much we've been saying it.
I know.
But I do think it doesn't sound incorrect to me, but it sounds like the kind of thing that like 5 years ago, like a popular therapist said it on TikTok, and now everyone's like, well, that's the phrase. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or like, not just that's how it's said, but that's a thing that you say. I know that's like kind of splitting hairs, but like, you know how someone will popularize a phrase and then it's just everywhere,
Yes.
where it's like
Like it's more a meme than actual English.
Yes, I think that's right. Like it's or it's become so prominent because of the meme factor of
Yes.
it, rather than people meaning something new. Where it's like the way people started saying like gaslighting, right? Where it's like that is something,
thing.
but it wasn't a thing. Like people just called that lying until someone was
Right.
like, oh, there's like a specific kind of lying that this is, and then everyone was saying it. But it's like under the broader umbrella, it's like you can just say lying and people get
Right.
it.
The other one, which I always react to, Harris Whittle's R.I.P., his whole notion of humble brag.
Yes.
Humble brag is a specific kind of brag.
Yes.
But people use it just for bragging.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not correct.
Right. I think that happens so much where like it's in the big one now, right, that you hear about, and this is like not especially funny, but it's like the way people use the word woke has like gone beyond, or not beyond, but it's like separate from the original definition, or has taken on a different connotation because
Now
of, like,
it
the
just
kind of,
means liberal, right?
yeah, and it's, I mean, like often
I think-
it's like black people, right?
Well, I think that it's the current stand-in for what we used to call politically incorrect. Remember how it was like,
Yes,
I don't want to be politically
for sure.
incorrect, and then it became, there was something else recently. What was it? It was like, what was that?
Safe space.
it was
It was
like social justice warrior.
There was social
yes,
justice
for a
yes.
while.
And then, but no, there was something though during the first Trump administration where it was like all about, like, it started as educating about racism in,
Oh, like DEI.
not
No.
yeah, but it was a letter.
It was letters.
Now I've completely forgotten, but it was
MSNBC.
it was like teaching. It was something that they would teach in classes about.
Oh, critical
Oh,
race theory.
yes.
Critical race
CRT.
theory.
Yeah.
CRT,
Totally.
and like these things just become stand-ins for,
Yes.
and now
Right.
woke.
And so it's like an interesting, it is troubling sometimes to see how, because you're like, actually, we needed that word to mean a specific thing,
Well,
and you just took it to mean
CRT has
different
a very
thing.
right.
Yeah, it's like
a very
an academic
specific-
discipline, very
but
specific.
like higher
academic.
in like a higher education. They're
It's
not
not
teaching
just
in
like
kindergarten.
yeah, it's not like America had slavery
Slaves.
and then
Yeah.
there was not slavery in
Right.
America. because
That's
people-
some critical race theory for you.
That's just, yeah.
In
It's
the
now they're
theory,
just
it's
like
right
it's
in the
facts.
word.
But it is so funny to hear something like humble brag, where it just kind of like there's like what's that, mission creep, right?
What does that mean? I've heard that.
It's mission creep is like when the thing you set out to do kind of like keeps shifting.
Oh, yes.
And you're like, oh, I'm not fulfilling my original goal because I got pulled in all these other directions.
Yes.
And it's like linguistic mission creep, right? Of like, oh, humble brag
Yeah.
was like a diagnosis of this specific kind of brag where people would say it in a, like say a thing that was actually self-aggrandizing in a way that sounded self-deprecating.
Right. Like just got to Japan, got off the train, and there was this huge billboard for my movie. Awkward.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. And now people will, when they use it, it can encompass things that are just like, hey,
I have a
it's so
book coming
exciting.
out. Yeah.
Right. It's so exciting to be here at the premiere of my movie. And like,
Yes.
oh, humble brag. And it's like, actually, that's just
brag.
enthusiasm. Like
That's
you're
true.
allowed to like be proud of things.
Yes.
And the humble brag, it wasn't that the bragging part
It was
the thing.
disingenuous.
Yes, it was the
Yeah.
false humility.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is such a funny thing to note.
Yes.
And there's a book about it where
Yes.
he like takes actual examples. Yeah, so I want to mission curb.
Yes.
I want to go back to where it was.
Yep.
So anyway, take accountability. My crusade that again I feel like I got to abandon because I don't think I'm right. It sounds incorrect to me. But I don't think it
It feels,
actually is.
It feels like what someone what they mean is the same as take responsibility, but they want to sound like they've read a book.
Yes. But Daniel, during the reunion, which was very good, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, they announced two of the cast members are going to Dancing with the Stars. I mean, there was like flash, another. It's so much happened.
Wild. I'm still recovering.
I mean, footage of the husbands watching and their reactions and stuff. You said, and this just shows my growth as a person, that I didn't feel that this was even like a betrayal. You said that you think that take accountability serves the words that serves a purpose that is not, it like means something that distinct from take responsibility.
Oh,
for.
Interesting.
It's just a feeling, but it feels like take accountability is more general than take responsibility.
Oh, sure.
Like take responsibility would be an action, and
So
take accountability is just acknowledge your role in.
Whereas like when they use it, they're talking about someone's behavior in a general sense.
Like you have to be accountable.
You just have to generally speaking, be accountable for your behavior as opposed to being take responsibility for a thing.
And it also
would be like
the more we say it, and the more I'm just kind of like take.
I know it's a lot.
I wonder if it's like the kind of thing that comes out of like sobriety language or something. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe.
it comes from a specific place.
I don't think any of them are doing that, but yes.
Right, but I mean,
that
like, it's
world,
that kind of thing that like comes that now it's like, oh, it's a sobriety thing, and then it's the kind of thing people say when they're in any kind of therapy or recovery program, and then it's just the kind of thing that people say when they want their friends to do better.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
know.
look, all of these women need to take account. See, it's just rolling off my tongue now.
they need to be accountable.
Is there any This is just where Daniel and I sidebar. Daniel, is there any character on the show of the women who doesn't need to take accountability? Maybe Macy. Macy hasn't done anything
Macy's.
bad.
Yeah, I feel like she's good. Like she's pretty loyal.
See, Jesse was not nice to Jen. Demi is a train wreck. Taylor got us all into this mess.
Although I feel Taylor is pretty. She's not shady. I mean, she'll.
right.
And I think you can also sorry, I didn't.
Oh no, it's
interrupt
okay.
the sidebar.
It's okay.
I think you can be a bad person and take accountability. You know what I
Some
mean?
of the worst people do constantly.
Yeah.
And then nothing changes.
One thing that's happening now, though, is that really bad people are learning all of the language of therapy.
1,000,000%.
And
Yes.
so they use it, and
It's
now
weaponized.
they weaponize it, and now things are starting to not mean what they mean
Right.
anymore, or it's just everything
Like
is just
take
confused.
accountability.
Yeah, we're just calling people narcissist and all this stuff, and it's just like, these are.
Or like this person is like a toxic presence in my life.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know, man.
I'm protecting my peace.
They were late. Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
Right,
Where
right.
it's like you don't have to go no contact with your cousin who like called you after 10 p.m. and woke you up. Like,
Right.
what are we doing?
Right, like
Yeah,
if you're,
but they didn't respect their boundaries.
Right. Yeah.
right. Because a narcissist probably would feel like nobody respects their boundaries, and then call them the narcissist. And
Right.
it's just
But their
like,
boundaries are like, you have to do what I tell you to do.
yeah, it's just a hall of mirrors.
We're the only ones, the four of us here, who really get it.
Not me.
You don't get it?
I get nothing.
We're the only ones, the three of us.
The three of
not
you.
Josh, you
Not
guys.
me.
He took accountability for not getting it.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm like whatever her name is, Joan.
Wait, what?
Mormon Joan, whatever the one you were talking about was that was doing bad stuff.
Oh.
Tanya?
To me,
Oh, Demi is the worst.
Yeah, I'm like her.
Mormon Joan.
do you think there is a Mormon Joan?
On the show, no, but in the Mormon
so-
religion, yes.
What's worse on that show
Oh, good.
is that they use prepositions all willy nil,
Mm-hmm.
that they use take accountability, or
I have to let that one
that
go.
Taylor named her child Ever True
Ever true?
But isn't
with
it
a
ever...
hyphen.
Oh, really?
I think there's a hyphen.
I don't
Ever
think
True.
there's a
If
hyphen.
people aren't calling that kid ET, they're leaving money on the table.
Right?
I don't think there's a hyphen.
Oh, maybe I saw a
think-
hyphen where there wasn't one.
Is it 2 words?
I
Two
think
words.
so.
It
Okay,
is
so you know it's 2 words. Because
Ever
that's
true.
better than one word.
Ever True.
Capital E, and then all the other
Ever
letters.
true.
Yeah,
No,
Oh
it's
my
definitely
God.
2 words.
Like Everlane.
That... like what?
Like Everlane.
Everlane,
The store,
yes.
which is 1 word, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
But Everly is a really popular name.
Everly is
or
popular.
it was when we were around a bunch.
Do you
of
think they were
babies.
thinking of Everly when they did Evertrue?
I don't know.
Is like
Do you-
Evertrue the male version of Everly?
Do you dislike it because it's like these words mean things put together?
Oh, that's a boy.
Do you like it?
No, but I don't hate it like you do.
Okay.
Well,
I just want to get to the bottom
Evertrue.
of like he's ever true. Do you dislike it for that reason? Like
I
this is my
can't believe
kid's
I have to
shooting
explain
star.
why I dislike it. It's so obviously dislikable. Like, yeah, it's just like corny.
Oh, okay, it's the
And
corny factor.
it's just corny and like, oh, are you ever true? Like, it's
You
just
are
like,
picking on a baby.
it's not the kid's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid didn't pick that name.
No, I would immediately change my name if I were that kid to like Mark. You know what I mean?
Just the
something
normiest.
just normal.
Yeah.
I think it's time to say hello and welcome to new patrons.
Oop,
What does that sound? I like it.
don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Alison wants to say thank you to a couple of special people out there who signed up to be new patrons. Patreon.com/AlisonRosen.
Hello and welcome, Jennifer Dougal. Faison. It's Fason. And is that like Jason with an F? So his name would be Faison? Because I want to say like Faison.
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 Well, that is a name, isn't it?
Faison.
Yeah. Faison.
Like as a last name though?
No, I think both. I think it's
Oh,
a first
really?
name too. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But-
I appreciate their patronage so much. Thank you. Let us know how you spell your spell. I know how you spell it. Let us know how you say your name so that I can say it correctly. Hello and welcome to Catherine, and hello and welcome to Laurel Linden. These are new or upgrading members. Your support is what keeps us going. It is the wind beneath my wings. It is
Alison recites your names every morning when she's getting
when I
ready in
get
the mirror.
sometimes as I'm falling asleep.
So it's very helpful.
Yeah.
It sounds very meditative.
It is. It's contemplative and it's meditative. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen.
Patreon.
Okay. Do we have any Just Me or Everyone's? Let's hear the song.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right. Josh Gondelman, do you happen to have one?
I do. I have a specific complaint, and I fear it might just be me.
Okay.
Okay. So a lot of friends that have been having birthdays or other occasion parties have been not there
You
yet.
hate that? Okay, sorry. go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
Have been using the app or the website. I guess it's both. Partiful.
Yes.
to
I'm
send
aware
out
of this new one
invitations.
on the scene.
And it sends you, like, it's often for people, like, if they don't have your email, it can send directly to your phone. So if
Right.
it's like just someone you have their phone number, it'll send the invitation. This is my least favorite part of it. When you click on it, until you RSVP yes, no, maybe, it doesn't tell you where the party is. So I can't possibly
How can you make your
What?
decision?
Correct. So you can say maybe and then see where it is and then change it.
Why?
To
Give me
yes,
a
no.
button for I just want to see the address.
Correct.
So I can plan.
Yes. And I find it to be, I don't like blame anyone for using it. But it is not, I miss just an email invitation or a text message that says, here are the details of my party. I don't like it behind this like veil of mystery.
Right.
And it is, I don't understand what the functionality is because if you just say maybe, then you're on the record as maybe, but like, I would rather not be on the record. You know what I mean? Let me have the mystery,
Right.
not you. It's your party. I'm the mysterious one.
Do you think
Yeah.
that's deliberate, or is it just they just designed it stupid?
My guess is that it's designed so that you get a fuller RSVP count, right? So that like there's no one that gets the email or the text alert and doesn't
Respond some way.
respond in some way. Yep. I think that must be what it is, because otherwise I can't imagine another reason for it to have this feature.
I feel like the goal should not be a more accurate RSVP count, but more responses, like positive or negative, like more of a a definitive yes
Right.
or no.
Right. Because maybes are the least
What do
helpful.
you- yeah.
A maybe is very similar to a non-response.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say no and then see where it is and be like, oh yeah, actually.
I could have,
Or
yeah.
the other way around. I'll be like, I'll be at your birthday. And then they're like, oh, actually it's in
New Jersey.
Yeah. And I'm like
Like what?
actually no.
Like what they should do is instead of that,
Mm-hmm.
show like everything that you would need to know, and then if the person says no, then they get like a little video of you saying, "Are you sure about that?" like listen,
I get it.
This is going to be the music, and this
Yeah.
is what's going to
Yeah.
happen, and your best friend so and so is
More
going to be there.
enticements.
Right.
Right.
Or like
And
when
then-
you
and then
try
try
to cancel a subscription and they're like, is it because of
Yeah.
the price? Is it because you're not using it? Is it because of this or this?
Yeah.
And then it's like, what if we gave you a month free?
Or just
Yeah.
just a questionnaire. Why no? No? Oh, can you tell us, can you fill out this? Yeah. why?
Right.
Is
Is
it
it the
because you don't want to
host?
see me anymore? Yeah. Are you sick of my jokes?
Right. You're just too many. You're
Is it
partied
the
out.
location? Is it this?
Yeah, but that is, I don't know, because so many people are using it. So it feels like I'm on an island with my distaste for this app. It's also people, the founders used to work, or people who formerly, I believe, worked at the surveillance company Palantir. So there is another level to it. But I'm just working.
Wait.
that
For
true?
real?
Yes, I believe that has been reported.
You have. I like how much. I like that you've done research. That's how much you loathe it.
It really gets me because I never mind any of the other ones, like any of the other, as
your
long as
Evite,
But
your,
Josh-
Evite,
your
paperless
post.
post.
Josh, if you want to kill this app amongst your friend group, let them know it was designed by Palantir.
Yeah.
And they might stop using it.
Maybe I should do
You
that.
know,
Get that word out. I don't know how it caught on so quickly.
it is wild. when
My
that
friend
happens.
who's younger teased me because I did a little graphic for my birthday party and I sent out an email invitation and she was like, that's like an old guy thing to do, is like just an email invitation. And I was like, that's fine. I'm old.
I
But
find
like,
that crushing. I can't keep up.
doesn't bother me.
Kids don't use email.
And I
think,
there
the
are
deal.
people who I don't have an email relationship with, people that
Yeah.
I only see socially and don't have any like business dealings with. Or
But you
whatever.
could also say like, "What's your email address?"
Totally. Or you can just text. That's why I
Yes.
made the little graphic.
Yeah.
So that I could write the email and then for friends that I didn't have their email, I would just text the graphic. And that's fine to me.
I think that is what's I think that is where Partyful comes in.
Mm-hmm.
The idea. Why are you giving me that look?
Were you selling Partyful? Are they a sponsor now?
Listen, the pain point is no. I think it's that the idea that people aren't checking their emails. I guess so. This just like you can't ignore this thing on your phone. But I find that a little much.
What does it say about our position in life where I have not received a single invitation ever on Partyful?
I haven't either. That makes you
I've
feel
gotten
better.
so
Losers.
many in the last year.
I've gotten some, maybe not so many, but
And it feels like it's tipped. Not that I get invited to 10 parties a week or whatever, but it feels like it's tipped that came on the scene very quickly. And now it's like at least a heavy plurality, if not a majority of invites come from there.
if I get an invite for something where I know that I can't go because it's like on the day that something else is scheduled, I don't hit no right away because I feel like that's even though, and I think I'm being rude by throwing off the guest count.
I'm right there with you, though.
because I feel like someone just sends the email or not the email, the whatever,
Yeah.
the invitation electronically.
It does feel a little rude
Like,
to be like,
it's like a fuck you.
yeah.
I wouldn't throw water on you or if you were on fire
I know.
or whatever
I do
this
like to
phrase
give
is.
it, even 12 hours. And then you go, I can't make it. And you
Yes.
leave a nice note. You go,
Yeah, you have to.
Sorry, I got this thing going
You
on.
have to. You and I feel that we have to. I don't think you actually do.
I don't think you have to. And I also don't think it's rude to reply right away. But I know I do so often. I'm like, what would like a person who's normal think about this? And I
that's a
do
good way to
think
think
if
about it.
I sent a party invite and I got like a wave of 10 people who are just like, oh, I actually already am scheduled that day. I think that would be demoralizing.
I do think it probably would be, yeah.
Especially because it's hard. I think it's easier to say no when you have something concrete than it is to say yes when you don't, right? If you're like, oh, I might be out of town that week. So
Right.
you have a lot of people that'll probably be there
I guess you're a
that
maybe.
can't give a firm yes. But if you know no, you could just say no. But that comes in a wave, I think.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a party invite, I hesitate to respond because I'm immediately want to burn myself alive. And so I might not be able to make it
Yeah.
because I won't be alive anymore.
That would be tough.
Because
And they
social
probably-
anxiety.
And then you wonder
yes.
why you're not getting party.
How dare they not invite me? But thank God, because I can't handle it.
Tony, if you're ever having anything, you still invite us, okay? Despite the fact that he just said that. Because I like to be invited.
I've already invited you guys to things that you haven't shown up several times. So.
I know, that's why I'm trying to
continue.
correct. Please do.
Yeah, don't stop inviting us. Well, lately it's more just because the kids are hard to.
I'm trying to find, does anyone else here have a Just Me or Everyone? Because I have some that listeners have sent in and I'm trying to find them.
I can do one.
Great.
Does anyone ever use YouTube to let themselves know that they're not losing their minds?
Oh,
Sure.
Because
Of course.
Because I have had memories where I'm like, am I making this
Oh,
up?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've tried to
yeah.
bring it up to people and they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's
and
YouTube
then-
is so good for that.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because I have a specific one. It's so stupid, but I remember when the finale of the Cosby Show aired.
Okay.
Before that, there was like a special before the final episode aired, and showing little clips from everything, and at the end, it had a little montage, like a video montage, but set to Boyz II Men singing "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye"
right.
to the Cosby Show.
Like they changed the lyrics.
Yes.
Oh.
And I had like brought this up to so many people, and recently I was like, all right, I gotta see if
And
I'm
it was on
losing
there.
It's on YouTube. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it brought a new wrinkle though. In this little montage behind the music, there is no Rudy. And then at the last shot, they show like a family picture, of the whole family, and Rudy is not in the picture.
Why?
I
Where's
don't
Keisha
know.
Knight Pulliam?
I don't
Pullman?
know. So it led to this thing. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. This was a thing, and then it led to this whole.
They're not sad to say
Other-
goodbye to Rudy.
That's
It's like,
so
oh,
weird.
sad to
Yeah,
say
and
goodbye.
I've tried to Google this.
You can't find the answer.
I cannot find the answer.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Just when God throws out one crusade, he brings you another.
yeah. Which is it's
As they always say.
it's surprising to
famous-
me.
This classic expression that people use and understand.
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just surprising to me because Bill Cosby seems like such a good dude.
Right.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would
It's-
do that to someone.
Yeah.
If he did, it would be the worst thing he's ever done to someone
Absolutely.
that he worked with. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Megan says, whenever someone compliments something I'm wearing, I feel compelled to tell them what a great deal I got on it.
Extremely
not
relatable.
just you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not her for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whenever anyone compliments anything, whether it be something I'm just anything, I feel compelled to tell them where I got it.
Yeah.
As well. And I don't think they care. They might just be just like, oh, that's
No,
cool.
I think that's nice.
Okay.
I think that's just like being a person about it.
It's hard to accept a compliment just straight without the self-deprecating.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to just be like, thanks. It feels like you're bragging or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I get sick taste in shirts.
I mean, your uncles who I just met a few weeks ago, they were complimenting me on like my skin and my hair, like not going gray, which it is. It's just that you can't see it because of the color of my hair, and it just feels weird when you're complimented on like looking young because by someone older, because it feels like by accepting the compliment, you're in some way acknowledging that they look old.
Sure.
Like I was able to do it. Thanks or something. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't do well with compliments unless it's coming from Alison, and she's doesn't like to give them out.
So I'm trying to think of one. And I can't even.
See, it's hard.
Can't even think of one.
See, I'm
I'll
the
s-
opposite. I'm terrible at accepting compliments.
Yes.
And Flo gives them a lot.
Oh, she does.
And I suck at taking them.
What do you do? Do you just like
I just
squirm
like
away?
uncomfortably like thanks, or like start like like she'll say like you're so handsome, and like my immediate thing is to be like you're handsome too,
What a handsome couple we are.
It is
Yeah, it's
weird
fu- it's
how
funny. It's hard.
women can be described as handsome, but it's such a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
She's a handsome woman is not a
Yeah.
compliment.
Mm.
Yeah, she doesn't
Yeah.
love it.
But
But
like, oh wow, what does she run an orphanage? Like, what
Yeah.
are you
Right.
describing?
I just think of B. Arthur.
Mm.
Will you look up handsome woman and see what it says?
It just says C, B. Arthur.
Like, is it specifically meaning?
Like she's sort of masculine?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Or like distinguished.
Or is that like one of those old euphemisms for gay? Like, he's a
interesting.
lifelong bachelor.
Oh, I hadn't thought that.
It says it suggests a striking and imposing appearance rather than conventional prettiness.
So like a kind of a severe.
Handsome. Yeah. Okay.
It says it implies a woman who is attractive in a more neutral or even slightly masculine
Attractive
way.
in a neutral way is such an
Again,
insult.
this is not a compliment. There was this thing on Instagram that was like, don't you love people who are like a secret little door? And
What?
I reposted it and I said, imagine if someone sent this to you. You'd know you're supposed to be flattered, but you wouldn't be.
Yeah. Yes. I think it's always weird to feel for when someone's like you're a little freak and I like it in a way that's not
a drop.
in a specific way. You know what I mean? Not like,
Yeah.
oh, we're freaks together,
Right.
but like, oh yeah, I love especially when it's someone you don't know intimately.
Right.
If someone was like, hey, I'm into your fucked up tooth. You're like, come on. You
That's just an
you
insult.
can't say that till we've been married for 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
You like my little fucked up tooth.
Josh Gondelman, do you
Yes.
need to tell anyone to go fuck themselves?
Gosh, it's a hard time for that because there are so many
I know.
big picture, like truly disgusting things happening. Like it just like today while we're recording, before we recorded, I saw that there were like an ice raid on MacArthur Park in
Yes,
Town,
saw that too.
and it's just so demoralizing and disgusting. And like and I don't mean to like bring the mood down, but it like tips the scale of go fuck yourself because you're like, well, that's who should go fuck themselves.
Right.
And I need a new word for the other thing that I
Yeah.
need of like guy crossing the street too slow. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
But I will say I have gotten I'm mostly off Twitter, but I'm on Blue Sky now, and the people who make, and I will say this as like a truly, I'm so disgusted by the political direction that our country has taken as kind of like from the executive branch down. But the people who, when you're like, oh, I'm such a dummy. I like left my keys on my counter when I went to walk my dog, and they're like, at least you're not as dumb as the big orange clown in the White House. And you're like, hey man, can we just not make everything about this?
Yes.
Like that is like the people who are not people who don't get jokes, even the people who see the joke and are like, I'm gonna make it about the thing I care about. And you're
Oh
like,
man.
please don't do that. This is not 100% of conversation cannot be devoted to this.
Yes.
And in fact,
But to use it as punctuation. Like,
Yes.
let's just use it when we need to, which
Yes.
is too often.
yes, and that like gets me so much when people, not when someone goes, oh, this thing has like a deeper ramification than you're admitting or acknowledging, but when people straight up, when you're like, oh man, that was a nice cold glass of water. And it's like, yeah, like the cold glass of water Trump threw on America's face when he became president. Like, how do you just sit around all day thinking about how to twist people's words? And obviously it's people who are like really concerned and stewing, but it's like, you have to find a better outlet. This does not help.
I mean, I do wonder. I mean, it seems like social media is a place for people with anxiety disorders to really like express their anxiety disorders more than people who don't. So if you are just super anxious all the time, you're going to be more active.
Totally.
Right? So that's a lot of what we're seeing, which is just, it's exhausting.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't even mind, like if this is something that's like roiling inside you all day and you want to talk about it, that's great. But like, I think we've like fully lost or like 80% gone with the idea that like the person you're responding to on the other side of the computer is like a person and not just like words that appeared on the screen that you can interact with like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like everybody's treating people like what's the fucking line from The Big Lebowski? Like he treats objects like women, man. And it feels like we're doing that. We're treating objects like people and people like objects.
So, hey, people who do that.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
And lastly, might you have a Podcast Pal product pick?
I do.
Podcast Pals product picks.
So many beautiful theme songs. Yeah, I've read a few books by a few friends that I want to shout out.
Oh, yeah,
I
let's do it.
mentioned my wife Maris's book, I Want to Burn This Place Down, her essay collection. You can get that wherever books are sold. Support your local indie bookstore if you can. My friend Rex King has a book coming out that I blurbed. It's my favorite blurb I've ever done. Occasionally I'll get asked to blurb a book, and like for a good friend who's writing I like, I'll do it. And it's a sobriety memoir. It's really funny and fun and great. And but I said that my blurb was she should sell 1 million copies of this book, not just because it's good, but also so she can pay me back the money she borrowed from me when she was doing all those drugs, which is fun to have on the book cover.
That's fun. What's the name of the book?
It's called Sloppy.
Sloppy.
By my
I
friend
like
Rax,
it.
R-A-X King. And then I just read on the flight out here, finally read my friend Joe Firestone's book. Do you know Joe?
I know the name.
Incredibly funny comedian and writer. And she wrote a book called, it's a mystery called Murder on Sex Island.
Oh.
And it's about this woman who turns herself into a private detective essentially and has to go undercover on a TV show called Sex Island, which is basically Love Island, to solve the mystery of a disappeared contestant. And it's so funny and so good. And she like self-published it. And I have like one of the original first printing copies, but it's like now out in bookstores.
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's so funny, but also like genuinely, you're like, who did the murder on Sex Island?
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Now, are you a read book in book form or like Kindle?
I do hard
Okay.
copies. I think I've occasionally read on Kindle, but usually it's for like or like on my computer, but that's usually for like a professional obligation.
Mhm.
If it's like, oh, this book hasn't come out
Here's
yet,
a
you have to read
PDF.
it for something.
Yeah.
PDF. And my wife Maris does a lot of, she's like a real reader. I'm a dabbler. Like I see some words, I don't even read them. I'm just like, too much today. But she reads a lot. And I think she said her regimen recently is she reads one book and then does an audio book for like while she's on walks or doing tasks around the house or like, stretching and stuff in the morning. And she finds, like memoir, especially read by the person who wrote it, to be like
can
especially
see that.
fun, or the kind of like pulpy thrillers that is more entertainment than like, oh, I want to sit with this and soak it up. That's
right, where it's not about the
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
I cannot get into audiobooks that much. Occasionally, like if I'm, back when I used to go on longer walks, I remember listening to but that was like who's that guy? Gary Vaynerchuk. Do you know who that is? I don't know why I wanted to listen to his book, but I did. But that was almost like self-help motivation,
Sure.
almost, Yeah, I can't do audiobooks really. Maybe I should get into them. And then I'm also flirting with maybe becoming a Kindle person.
Ooh.
I don't know. I've only ever used, kind of like you when I have to, the Kindle app on my phone or something.
I've done that.
But I recently had an iPad. It was a great, like, 10-day run. I got a hand-me-down from one of my kids because it didn't have enough memory on it. Put this book on there. I was enjoying reading it on the iPad. Then I left the iPad on a plane or at the airport. Yeah, it's a bummer. There's still, maybe like 24 days left for Southwest to find it. And then I think the ticket gets closed. I don't have a lot of hope about finding it.
Did you lock it so that
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. So then I'm like, okay, well, I have the book in my Kindle app. I'll just read it on my phone, but I'm too old and it's too small.
Mm-hmm.
So, I see the little actual Kindles where like you can read them even in the sunlight, which I don't go in, but I might someday. It's appealing. Or I could just, instead of spending $109, I could spend $12 and just get the book as a book. What will I do?
Like a book-shaped book.
Yes, I know.
My favorite in relation to Tony's t-shirt, my favorite Nirvana song, Book-Shaped Book.
Book-shaped book.
Really having to sell it because it was such a weak joke.
No, I got it and I liked it.
Alison, thank you.
This has been too much fun. We did it, guys.
We did.
This is a great joy.
Thank you so much. Josh, tell everyone where they can find you. Tell them about your special. Plug your stuff.
I am at Josh Gondelman on Instagram and Blue Sky and TikTok, I guess. I have a newsletter that I'm currently moving to Ghost. And
What's up with Ghost?
it's similar to Substack, but you pay upfront as opposed to like,
Monthly?
for people that have the newsletter, you pay upfront rather than taking a cut of your subscribers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. Okay.
And so I'm moving it to Ghost, and which I think you'll be able to find, but hopefully by the time this is up, I think my first one, I'm waiting to post it until they're like everything's settled. But at That's Marvelous Newsletter .com, www.that'smarvelousnewsletter.com, or you can just find it on my social media and go from there. And the special Positive Reinforcement, it is on YouTube, on Blonde Medicine's YouTube channel. It is an hour long. You can watch it with your parents if you have cool parents. You can watch it with your kids if you have cool kids. It's like I would say it's a strong PG-13 vibe, but like, it's not for kids, but it'll make them feel like they're
Cool.
like a cool grown-up thing.
Right on.
But I really am proud of it, and I'm really proud of the whole team that worked on it, the Moxie Pictures folks and Russ Swanson, the director of photography, and Mark Newell, and the whole crew, who is the production designer, and the whole crew. And it's like, yeah, I really like it. It's like a very gentle, friendly hour. I think it is like, I feel sometimes weird doing comedy that I'm like, no, this is for people who are like scared to watch comedy. You'll like it, I promise. And so I thank you for having me on. This was such a treat.
I hear it's unrecognizable.
It's unrecognizable. Yeah, it's the abs.
Daniel
I'm excited to watch your special.
Thank you.
That's all I got though.
and Tony.
Well, I'm going to say that now too.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it is
I
true,
think you should
but
come out against it.
Yeah.
yeah. And then July 19th, I'll be in Minneapolis with Motion City Soundtrack at the Minneapolis Yacht Club Festival. And new single, She Is Afraid, is out now. New record called The Same Old Wasted Wonderful World, coming out September 19th.
Having two drinks helps
I know,
you.
I know. I
You
did
were
better
so
with the
deliberate
title.
because
Yeah.
he gets a little slurry sometimes when
Yeah.
he's sober.
Yeah. You notice I had to close my eyes, though.
I know,
Tried to
you
say it
focused.
slowly.
I could
Yeah.
see you feeling it
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Like almost like a telekinesis look.
Yeah, it's too many W's. Yeah.
And I would like to remind everyone that if you are like Podcast Pals product picks, what are the picks the Podcast Pals are choosing? I should have said pick. I should have kept with the alliteration. You can go to amazon.com/shop/Alison Rosen, and there's hundreds of picks from our pals along with other lists there. July is a big month for your fellow and friendly pod. Blah, blah, blah. Oh God, I've caught the Tony disease. For your small creators on Amazon. So, check out my storefront, won't you? And also Patreon, and Substack. Thank you guys so much. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go.